Well, I got involved in the Subway franchise and I had no passion for it. I believe franchises are great for anybody with no experience in business because there's processes there, they've the product there. I always believe the 3 P's in business, people, process and product. And franchises provide 2 of them. So if you have a good attitude, you can make something of it. But, I again had no passion for food whatsoever. But I suppose that's what led to my curiosity when I came back to Ireland and asked about the fitness franchise. Kind of have an experience for it. And
So for anybody that doesn't know, just tell us, what is a franchise?
To me, a franchise is helping people get into business. They sell franchise agreements and they sell systems and processes to enable that person to get into business. Very much me, who had no experience going into the Subway, they presented me like a bag of tools to say, this is how you go about doing your business. So that's the way I see it. If I was a master franchisor, my objective would be to get as many people into business as I can. They provide the systems, they provide the processes, so it's enabling people to get into business.
So talk us through, what was your next steps then?
I suppose when I got involved with the franchise, it was one step at a time. You obviously have the dream, I'm going to open 10 clubs, but it was one step at a time. I realised I had no experience in the fitness industry. And I'd only moved back to Ireland. I was home 3 months at this stage, so I was still trying to find my feet. I hadn't even got a car, hadn't even got a laptop, so it was very much trying to set my foundation again. So it was 100 mile an hour as soon as I got back. But lucky enough to get a club open and moved on to the next one fairly quick after that.
So where are your locations for anyone who's based in Dublin?
So my first club that opened was in Drimna in Dublin 12. Second location is in City West, just on the outskirts of Tala. And the next location after that is out in Balbriggan, up towards Swords. And then we've 2 locations secured for 2021.
Brilliant. It's so cost effective.
It's cost effective,
and it's also like, even though we talk about having a franchise, like your buildings are community lit. You feel like you're in a family with the classes. We film some of the classes out there. I know your managers, and it doesn't feel like you're walking into a McDonald's. Like, people think of franchises as like impersonal, like yours definitely.
Big brand, big commercial side. No, look, for me, I always wanted to focus on opening up in communities. And I feel that the model is very community based, as you said. We're not a big retailer in the city centre. We're very community based. There's a purpose to what we do. We want to get people fit and healthy. You want to look after their well-being. You want to change their lives, and no better place to do that than in communities. So I'm targeting areas that need these services. I'm targeting areas that there's a demand for it. And hence the next 2 locations are very similar.